Hello again, it's 2013 Rattler here. So today I'm going to review something old school, one of my favorite video games as a kid in my childhood. Well, basically I was only a kid, well, not just a kid, a little kid. So here's the review of my N64. Now before I get to the video, now to tell you the truth, I can only now review stuff is in my bedroom here. So basically, because the meeting room across the hall from my bedroom is dark, and it's a little dark, but it gets a little light. So in here it's a lot brighter. So I brought my whole console, the controllers, and all the games I have right there I used to have as a kid. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the console. So anyway, it was one of the best aged Nintendo 64 consoles I owned as a kid, and the stickers right there were from Mario Kart DS, which I kind of lost. So here's the number 50 and 6. Yeah, because I want to say something, but I don't want to mention any of my private stuff. So May 6th, well, 5/6 is like May 6th is my birthday. I could put a 95, but no, I don't. It says no passing. I don't know why it says that. And here, this little thing that is call this thing a memory expansion thing is kind of broke, so I couldn't get any take. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's kind of broke. It's the reason why this thing falls off every time you flip over the N64. And you also know you already have your same cartridge import insert games like put a game, for example. Yeah, like that. So I knew that the first Nintendo console would just have to open the box and then not until they came up with a top loader. But that was in my generation. I was never born in the 80s. So then all you do is have your on and off button, which there's no plug. So I brought the whole thing, your reset button. And there's the front, which is the controller ports. You should already know that. There's N64. And should already know what N means. Get N or get out. So I'm not going to review like the whole thing, which you should already know about the N64. So that's the console, and here are the controllers. Now, I don't know if this one came with a gray one, that default controller, but these are one of the classic controllers that I have as a kid. See, this is the purple controller. This is the where we can see those chips in there, whatever you call them. Everything's the same. Plugs into your Nintendo 64 as always. But the one problem about this purple one is that playing this little thumbstick on the is having some small technical difficulties. Like every time I try to run, it slows me down. Like when I play Mario 64, when Mario runs, all he does is slow down. So the controller does work. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Like it does work, but it just works when it just feels like it. So that's my one. And here's the clever looking one that's better. So yeah, because when I first held onto this controller, I used this. Like I had to control it like this because I didn't know why we had three handles. Three handles. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Excuse me, and I shouldn't have done that on video. So then you got everything, L and R. There's no select. Well, you do get a Z. I don't know what that does, but this was supposed to be something you put a memory card in so you can save a game. So speaking of saving, when I didn't mention earlier in the video when I said there's a memory expansion, but some of the games have to require memory cards to insert your controller, and some games do, some games don't. So yeah, so that's all I have to say about the controllers. They're really hard to handle, but it's still one of the greatest controllers of my childhood. So that's the controllers, and here are the games starting. Yeah, it's a big stack since these are all the whole controllers all the games. Sorry, I have as a kid. So here's Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. It's based off, the Phantom Menace, where Anakin Skywalker goes on a race. Different worlds. It's kind of like reminds me a lot like one of my favorite racing games on 64, which I'll get to. So that's Star Wars Episode 1. One of my other favorites, Banjo-Kazooie. It's a fun game, but very difficult. So that's playing as a bear, it's bird, you would like all that. Controls are very simple, they're not that hard. So that's Banjo-Kazooie. Here's Spider-Man. Now see this? It has supposed to have my name on it since it's covered in black. This was a gift from my cousin since he never owned his own 64 anymore. So yeah, this is the Spider-Man that I have that comes in a red cartridge. Yeah, see that? It's all the same shape, same as always. And here's Pokemon Snap, which was you play as that camera dude from the series, the first season of Pokemon from 19 whatever. Since God, people are still watching Pokemon. God, how many seasons are there? I don't know. So that's Pokemon Snap. Here's one of my second favorite games, Buck Bumble. Yeah, even though what's good about this, it has music. You know, bump to the bump to the bump to the. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing. So, yep. Yeah, that's my name. My name's DJ. Yeah, it says it right there if you can see. Yeah, my name is DJ, by the way. Since I don't like to go by my full name, I just like to go by 2013 Rattler. And here's another game that I bought at a Blockbuster. A Bug's Life. It's a Bug's Life. So this is based off the movie. The game's a little hard, but the controls just a little awkward, but it's a mediocre game, so Bug's Life. And here is my favorite Mario game. Mario Kart 64, Mario Kart Racing. Since it wasn't like today where we have, the new Mario Kart game on Wii U, Mario Kart 8. I really need to get Mario Kart 8. So here's my first racing game as a kid. Get Mario Kart 64. Could never live without it, and will still have it in my collection. And here is Tom and Jerry Fists of Furry, which resembles the 1940s TV show, TV cartoon show. So yeah, this is a fighting game. And there's one more game I didn't put in there. And here is the one and the only Super Mario 64, one of my favorite games of all time. Great music, great power-ups, great controls, great everything. I understand there is a DS version of this, but I still could never live without this game. It'll be one of my favorite games as a kid, and there's one more that I didn't mention, so I'm gonna go over the media room. There's the one and the only away from my room. That's right, folks. It's the one and only, the first ever Super Smash Brothers game. Excuse me again. I'm very sorry about the burping. That's okay. Please forgive me. Super Smash Brothers, one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Now, I had this game since first grade. Great controls, great character. You only select as like 7 characters, 6 characters. Well, from the beginning until you unlock newer ones. So, Super Smash Brothers is one of my favorite fighting games. If you still own this, if you own the Melee game or the Brawl one, which is on Wii, Melee's on GameCube. And we all know what's coming on Wii U and 3DS, which you should all know is the Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and on Wii U. But I'm gonna get the Wii U version. Just an FYI. So, yeah, these are all my N64 games. 4 games. I wish I could count, but no, I don't want to count. So thanks a lot again for watching, and I hope you all had a great collection of old school gaming, like older Nintendo, PlayStation 1, Sega games, all that, and basically some of the older ones from the early 2000s, like PS2, GameCube, original Xbox, or some Xbox 360, PS3, Wii stuff, DS, Game Boy, whatever, and including the newer generation consoles like PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Wii U. So thanks a lot again. 2013 Rattler is leaving. Thank you very much.